Williston, North Dakota of Dakota. Williston is a city in and the county seat of Williams County, North Dakota, United States. The 2010 census gave its population as 14,716, and the Census Bureau gave the 2020 estimated population as 29,749, making Williston the sixth largest city in North Dakota. The North Dakota oil boom is largely responsible for the sharp increase in population. Williston's newspapers, both in print and online, are the daily Williston Herald and the weekly The Williston Trader. Williston is the home of Williston State College and the Miss North Dakota Scholarship Pageant. History. Founded in 1887, Williston was named for Daniel Willis James, a merchant and capitalist, by his friend, railroad magnate James J. Hill. Geography. Williston is located at the crossroads of U.S. Highways 2 and 85, near the confluence of the Yellowstone and Missouri rivers at the upper end of the Lake Sakakawea Reservoir. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 7.56 square miles, 19.58 km2, of which 7.50 square miles, 19.42 km2 is land and 0.6 square mile, 0.16 km2 is water. The municipality is 18 miles, 29 km from the Montana-North Dakota border and 60 miles, 97 km from the Canadian border. Climate. Williston has a cold semi-arid climate, closely bordering upon a warm summer humid continental climate. It is part of Hardiness Zone Flora. The normal monthly mean temperature ranges from 11.5 deg F 11.4 deg C in January to 70.4 deg F 21.3 deg C in July. On average, there are 2 days that reach 100 deg F 38 deg C or higher. The average window for freezing temperatures is September 20 through May 21, allowing a growing season of 121 days, Extreme temperatures officially range from 50 deg F 46 deg C on December 23, 1983 and February 16, 1936 up to 110 deg F 43 deg C on July 5, 1936. The record cold daily maximum is 29 deg F 34 deg C. Precipitation is greatest in June and July and averages 14.88 in 378 mm annually, but has ranged from 6.13 in 156 mm in 1934. Snowfall averages 48.2 in 122 cm per season, and has historically ranged from 8.0 in 20 cm in 1908-9 to 107.2 in 272 cm in 2010-11. The average window for measurable equals 0.1 in or 0.25 cm snowfall is due to the relative aridity. There are only 3.9 days per season where 24-hour snowfall exceeds 3 and 7.6 cm. Notes. Demographics. Williston is in northwestern North Dakota's booming oil patch where adequate, affordable housing has become a concern. According to a February 2014 article in Business Insider, Williston had the highest apartment rents in the United States. The 2010 census counted a population of 14,716, up from 12,680 in 2000, but the number of current residents is likely much higher because the count did not include those living in temporary housing. In September 2011, the mayor estimated the actual population at 20,000. The aforementioned 2014 Business Insider story estimated that the population was over 30,000. 2020 census. As of the census of 2020, the population density was 1,389 people per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 78.87% white, 6.45% other races, 5.58% African American, 5.2% two or more races, 2.78% Native American, 1.13% Asian, and 0.17% Native Hawaiian or Pacific. The median age in the city was 30.4 years. 2010 census. As of the census of 2010, there were 14,716 people, 6,180 households, and 3,589 families residing in the city. The population density was 1962.1 inhabitants per square mile, 757.6/km2. There were 6,542 housing units at an average density of 872.3 per square mile, 336.8/km2. The racial makeup of the city was 92.6% white, 0.3% African American, 3.3% Native American or Alaska Native, 0.3% Asian, 0.4% from other races, and 3.0% from two or more races. Hispanics or Latinos of any race were 2.2% of the population. There were 6,180 households, of which 29.0% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 44.6% were married couples living together, 9.0% had a female householder with no husband present, 4.5% had a male householder with no wife present, and 34.6% of all households were made up of individuals, and 12.3% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.31, and the average family size was 2.99. The median age in the city was 35.5 years. 23.6% of residents were under the age of 18, 10% were between the ages of 18 and 24, 26.7% were from 25 to 44, 25.4% were from 45 to 64, and 14.4% were 65 years of age or older. The gender makeup of the city was 51.0% male and 49.0% female. 2000 census. According to the census of 2000, there were 12,512 people, 5,255 households, and 3,205 families residing in the city. The population density was 1794.1 per square mile, 693.1/km2. There were 5,912 housing units at an average density of 847.7 per square mile, 327.5/km2. The racial makeup of the city was 93.69% white, 0.17% African American. Hispanics or Latinos of any race were 1.23% of the population. The six leading ancestry groups in the city are Norwegian 47.8%, German 31.6%, Irish 9.6%, English 5.8%, Swedish 4.5%, Dutch 4.3%, and French 4.0%. There were 5,255 households, of which 30.7% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 47.4% were married couples living together, 10.5% had a female householder with no husband present, and 39.0% were non-families. 34.1% of all households were made up of individuals, and 13.7% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.30, and the average family size was 2.96. The age distribution was 25.6% under the age of 18, 9.3% from 18 to 24, 25.8% from 25 to 44. The median age was 38 years. For every 100 females, there were 91.9 males. For every 100 females aged 18 and over, there were 88.3 males. The median income for a household in the city was $29,962, and the median income for a family was $38,713. Males had a median income of $29,578 versus $18,879 for females. The per capita income for the city was $16,656. About 11.3% of families and 13.4% of the population were below the poverty line, including 19.1% of those under age 18 and 7.8% of those age 65 or over. Economy. Williston's economy, while historically agricultural, is increasingly being driven by the oil industry. Williston lends its name to the Williston Basin, a huge subterranean geologic feature known for its rich deposits of petroleum, coal, and potash. Williston sits atop the Basin Formation, which by the end of 2012 was predicted to be producing more oil than any other site in the United States, surpassing even Alaska's Prudhoe Bay, the longtime leader in domestic output in the United States. In 1995, the U.S. Geological Survey estimated that there were 150 million barrels of oil technically recoverable from the Bakken Shale. In April 2008, the number was said to be about 4 billion barrels. In 2010, geologists at Continental Resources, the major drilling operation in North Dakota, estimated the reserve at 8 billion. In March 2012, after the discovery of a lower shelf of oil, it announced a possible 24 billion barrels. Although current technology allows for extraction of only about 6% of the oil trapped 0.99, 1.99 by 1.63.2 km beneath the Earth's surface, recoverable oil might eventually exceed 500 billion barrels. Williston has seen a huge increase in population and infrastructure investments during the last several years, with expanded drilling using the hydraulic fracturing petroleum extraction technique in the Bakken Formation. Examples of oil industry-related infrastructure investments are the multi-acre branch campus of Baker Hughes, the Sand Creek Retail Center, and the Jim Bridger shops and offices. A major regional grain elevator is served by the BNSF Railway. Williston's livestock arena has weekly auctions. Forts Union and Buford, as well as the confluence of the Yellowstone and Missouri rivers, a part of the history of the Lewis and Clark expedition, encourage area tourism. Williston is also comparatively close to the North Unit of Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Arts and culture. Sites of interest. Fort Union Trading Post National Historic Site, a reconstructed fur trade era fort owned and maintained by the National Park Service. Fort Buford, a pioneer-age military fort. An interesting site is the military graveyard. Missouri Yellowstone Confluence Interpretive Center, a museum highlighting the history of the area where the Missouri River and the Yellowstone River merge. Lake Sakakawea, a large man-made lake located close to Williston. The lake offers plenty of recreational activities. The confluence where the Missouri River and the Yellowstone River meet. A historical center, boat ramp, campsite, and bike path are located here. Eagle Ridge Golf Club, an 18-hole golf course located on Highway 2 north of Williston. It measures 6,240 yards, 5,710 m from the back tees. Williston Municipal Golf Course, a 9-hole golf course located at 3,642nd Street West in Williston. The Links of North Dakota at Red Mike Resort, an 18-hole links course east of Williston. Golf Week ranked it 41st among America's 100 best modern courses in 1997, 75th in 1998, and 81st in 1999. Bluff Overlook, a historic site located about 2 miles 3 km east of Williston on the south side of Highway 1804. Commemorating Lewis and Clark's campsite near Cut Bluff on the south banks of the Missouri River. James Memorial Arts Center, originally the Community Library ESD 1911, the James was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1979. It now serves as an art and cultural center for the community, offering art exhibits and art classes. Old Armory. The Old Armory was built in 1915 and listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1985. The Old Armory is now home to community theater nonprofit organization Entertainment, Inc., founded in 1981. Entertainment, Inc. produces 5 shows each year. Williston Area Recreation Center, a 234,000 square foot recreation center, built in 2014, that includes an indoor surfing, golf simulators, and a water park. There are also the more traditional tennis and basketball courts, along with turf fields and an indoor track. Sports. Williston Keybirds of North Dakota American League Baseball, Williston State College Tetons, women's and men's basketball, women's volleyball, men's ice hockey, women's softball, and men's baseball. Education. The Williston Basin School District 7 serves the entire city, with Williston High School as its public high school. Due to a merger of the Williston Public School District -1 and the Williams County School District 8, formerly New School District, in 2021, Williston has one school district. Previously, almost all of the city was in the former, with small sections in the latter. Prior to 2021, District 8, which was Caymanas 8 only, sent high school students to Williston High. District 8 also sent high school students to the Nesson School District in Ray and to the Tioga School District in Tioga. Trinity Christian School is a private Caymanas 12 school, and St. Joseph Catholic School of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Bismarck, a private Caymanas 6 school, both located in Williston. Williston State College, on University Avenue, was founded in 1961 as the University of North Dakota Williston UNDW, and is a 2-year public college in the North Dakota University System (NDUS). Students can earn Associate in Arts AA, Associate in Science AS, and Associate of Applied Science AA's degrees. The Williston Public Library also serves as the public library for Williams County. The library hosts an annual fundraiser called Table of Contents, where local patrons create unique table arrangements and dining themes. Proceeds are used to purchase equipment for local organizations holding public meetings at the library. Numerous public events, including voting stations, are regularly held at the library. The library also has a bookmobile that serves rural schools and retirement home communities. Prior to moving to the Davidson Drive location, the Williston Public Library was located in what is now the James Memorial Art Center, which is now an art gallery and event center. From February 27, 1911, until 1983, the James Memorial Library was the town's only library. In the early 1990s, the city began to address the issue of probable building destruction. In 1993, a concerned group of citizens formed the James Memorial Preservation Society to save the historic building and develop it into a center for the visual arts. The James Memorial Art Center now hosts an annual art fest, art classes for youth and adults, and exhibits by local, national, and international artists. Media. Print. Williston Herald, Plains Reporter, Oil Patch Hotline, The Christian Weekly, The Williston Trader, The Shopper, Television, 4.1 KWSE PBS Prairie Public Television, 4.2 World, 4.3 Minnesota Channel, 4.4 Lifelong Learning, 8.1 NBC, 8.2 Fox, 8.3 Me TV, 11.1 KXMD CBS, 11.2 The CW, 11.3 Laugh, 11.4 Escape, 38.1 KXND LP Fox. Rebroadcasts CUMF TV 8.2 in the late 1970s and early 1980s. KXND and CUMF were rebroadcast across Saskatchewan as part of that region's first terrestrial-based cable television system. By 1984, however, the Williston signals had been replaced by those of similar stations in Detroit. Radio F88.1 K201 FJCSN Network Christian 89.5 KPPR North Dakota Public Radio / NPR affiliate 90.3 K212 DWK Love Network Contemporary Christian Music 90.7 KJND FM Your Network of Praise Christian 91.7 K219 CB American Family Radio Network Christian 93.1 KGCX Eagle 93 Classic Rock based in Sydney, Montana 95.1 KTHC Power 95 96.1 KIZ 96.1 Country Thunder Country 101.1 KDSR Hot 101 Jack FM 102.7 KHRT Translator Contemporary Christian Music M660 Keys News Radio News / Talk / Country 1070 Cat Country based in Plentywood, Montana 1090 KTGO Country based in Tioga. Infrastructure, transportation, air. The city of Williston is served by the Williston Basin International Airport, which has a customs service in its facilities. The facility opened in October 2019, replacing Sloulin Field International Airport in 2012. In August 2014, United began offering direct flights to Houston TX. In June 2020, Delta Airlines announced that it would suspend service to Williston, effective July 8. FedEx Express of Memphis, TN, provides cargo flights to and from the Williston, Indy Airport and Grand Forks, Indy GFK Airport utilizing Cessna 208B Caravans, with Cargo Master cargo pods. These flights run Monday through Saturday. The Saturday service has an early cutoff time, and pickups are limited to in-town stops and drop-box locations only. Rail, Amtrak, the national passenger rail system, serves a station in Williston via its Empire Builder, a once-daily train in each direction between Portland, Oregon / Seattle, Washington, and Chicago. Highways. US 2 runs through the city. US 85 bypasses the city to the northwest, and US 85B bypasses the city to the northeast. ND 1804 runs through the southern portion of the city and is concurrent with US 2 between 143rd Avenue and 2nd Street. Health care. Williston clinics include Craven Hagen Clinic, Fairlight Medical Center, and Trinity Community Clinic, Western Dakota. Fairlight has the only Veterans Affairs clinic in northwestern North Dakota and also serves residents of northeastern Montana. Fairlight includes a walk-in clinic with 4 health care professionals. Mercy Medical Center is the Williston Hospital. It provides 24-hour emergency and trauma care but lacks a walk-in clinic. Mercy Medical Center is home to the Leonard P. Nelson Family Cancer Treatment Center EST, 1996, providing oncology services in the region for the past 17 years to an area of a 100-mile radius. Patients receive treatment for a wide variety of cancers including breast, gynecologic, head and neck, lung, and prostate. Mercy Medical Center broke ground August 24, 2012 on an expanded cancer treatment facility. Improvements include the installation of a highly specialized linear accelerator to increase precision radiation therapy treatment delivery with decreased patient treatment time. The grand opening was October 7, 2013. Mercy Medical Center was named among the top 100 critical access hospitals (CAH) in the United States by the Joint Commission on Accreditation of Healthcare Organizations in September 2012. Notable people: James A. Abrahamson, retired USAF officer and first head of the Strategic Defense Initiative aka Star Wars. Larry Berg, selected by the Chicago Bulls in the 1969 NBA draft, but never played. James R. Carrigan, United States District Court Judge and Colorado Supreme Court Justice. Practiced law in Williston. Michael Dwyer, member of the North Dakota Senate. Sally Fraser, actress, born in Williston. Virgil Hill, silver medalist Olympic boxer 1984, four-time world champion boxer who lost his title to Zhu Lai. Darlene Hooley, congresswoman from Oregon. Phil Jackson, 11-time NBA championship, coached. Mark Lee, pitcher with the Kansas City Royals, Milwaukee Brewers, and Baltimore Orioles. Brent Cuvale, professional football player, Ryan Cuvale, professional basketball player, a basketball player, basketball player,